What if it's too hard?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too rough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too tough?
I'm gonna push through.
What if you're just too young?
That's not true.
What if you're not good enough?
That's not true.
Why? Because
I can do anything I put my mind to.
I believe in you.
Chin up,
Believe in yourself.
head high.
Tell me why.
We push through anything we put our mind to.
Alright, good morning grade 5 students. Welcome back to another teaching and learning exercise. We are actually doing a quick revision on algebra. So we will start off with the definition of variable, coefficient, and constants. Alright. So a variable is a symbol for a number we don't know yet. It is usually a letter like X or Y, and it can be other letters such as S, R, Q, P, but it's just a symbol for a number we don't know as yet. Alright. It is the unknown. So a number on its own is called a constant. A coefficient is a number used to multiply a variable. So for example, 4x means 4 times x. So 4 is a coefficient. So remember now, when you see a coefficient and a variable together, it means 4 times x. Alright, like what you see in the example here. So 4 is the coefficient. As you see the diagram, beautifully outline it. So you see the 4 as the coefficient, we see the x as the variable, we see the operation of maths that we are using, which is subtraction, and we see the two constants. And it's called a constant because it's on its own, right? There's no variable attached to that number or to those numbers that you see there. All right, so that's why it's called a constant. All right, but this is an equation that we can solve. All right, because the reason why it's an equation, it has an equal sign, so it's an equation. So how do we solve this equation? Because we see 4x minus 7 equal 5. So what number we can multiply and then subtract that number from 7? Subtract 7 from that number rather, which is equal to 5. So let us see if we can work out this equation now. Alright, so we have 4x minus 7, which is equal to 5. Alright, so 4x minus 7 equal 5. Alright, so we want to get x on one side. We want to get this x on one side, right? Because we are solving for x. We don't know what is x, so we want to solve for x. And in order to do that, we have to change this operation here, which is subtraction. So the opposite of subtraction is addition. Alright, so we have to add a 7 to this to get rid of this 7. Alright, we want to get rid of the 7 here. Because remember, we are solving for x. So we have to add a 7 here. And whatever we do to this side, we also have to do to this side, right? So we add a 7 here as well. Alright. So let's go. So we know that a negative and a positive would give you a negative, right? And a positive and a negative will give you a negative. A positive and a positive will give you a positive. A negative and a negative will give you a positive. All right, let me say that again. A positive times positive. Positive times positive give you positive. Negative times negative give you positive. Negative times positive give you negative. Positive times negative give you negative. All right. So this is a positive and a negative. This is a negative rather, and a positive will give you negative. All right. So we have to minus. So we minus. It's a negative. So we minus. So this is 0, and 7 plus 5 is what? 12. Beautiful. 7 plus 5 is 12. Beautiful. So now we have 4x equal 12. That's what we left with, right? We're left with 4x equal 12. 4x equal 12. All right. Now, this means, remember we say that when we have a coefficient and a variable, it means 4 times x. All right. So this means 4 times x. So we want to do the opposite of multiplication, which is what? Division. All right. So the opposite of multiplication is division. Therefore, we are going to divide. All right. Therefore, we are going to divide. So we have to divide this number by 4, and we also have to divide this number by 4. So whatever thing we do to this side, we have to do to this side. So 4 cancel 4. See that? And 4 into 12 goes what? 4 into 12 goes beautiful. 4 into 12 goes 3 times. So 4 into 12 goes 1 time, and 4 into this goes 3 times. So the answer is, I should say, x equal 3. Alright, let me get my rubber and erase this part here. So x would equal to 3. Alright, so let us plug this in, this 3 here, because I'm saying that x is equal to 3. So let us plug this in. And anywhere I see x, I'm going to put 3. So I'm going to plug in this 3 in this equation here. So let me just write back this equation here. 4, and then where I see x, which is x equals 3, that's the answer. So we want to see if x really equals 3. So let me plug in the 3 here. 3 minus 7 equal 5. So we're going to replace the x with 3 because we find x, which is 3. So let us see if x is really 3. Alright, so 3 fours is what? 3 fours is 12. Alright, so I put my 12 here and I minus it from the 7. So when we minus these two numbers, we will get what? 5. Good. So x is really equal to 3. Alright, so that's how we solve the equation. I hope you understand that. Alright, so let us move on. Moving along. Write the algebraic expression. Alright, so we have an example here, which is the sum of x and 5. So the sum of x and 5 is, see, an expression is not something that you are going to work out, you're just writing out the expression that they ask for, right? You're just expressing what they're asking for. All right, so the sum of x and 5 would be x plus 5, because sum in mathematics means to add. All right, good. So that's an example there. So they said now the difference between p and 100. So we have to know these mathematical terms, So difference in mathematics means to what? Subtract. So it would be written as, or written like this then. P minus 100, because it's a the term says, the operation says, the difference between P and 100. So the difference between P and 100, writing this as algebraic expression, would be P minus 100. All right. Next one, the product of m and 3, and we know that product in mathematics means to multiply, right? So it would be m times 3. So m multiplied by 3. So the product of m and 3 would be m times 3. All right. So we see our next one that says the sum of p and q. And we just said earlier that sum in mathematics means to add. So it would be p what? Plus. Beautiful. Where's my plus sign here? P plus, sorry, P plus Q. All right. That would be the answer there. All right. For the next one now, 4 times Q minus 7. 4 times Q minus 7. Now, earlier we said that when you have a constant and a variable coming together, it means multiplication, right? All right. So the expression for this would be 4 times Q. We don't write it like this. We wouldn't write it like this, class. Times Q. All right. We not set it out like that. We just write 4 times Q, because we have a constant and a variable there. Now the operation we are using is what? Minus. Minus means subtraction. So 4 times Q minus what? 7. All right. So that's how we set out the algebraic expression for this one. Now this one says j more than 24. So more than in mathematics means to add. All right. So it's j plus 24. This math is so easy, don't it? Very easy. Now the second to last maths says double y. Double y, and all we have to do is double y. We can do this 2y, or we can, where's my r, or we can, no, sorry, or we can say y plus y. Can say that. All right. So with double y mean that we do it 2 times. So 2y, or y plus y. If we are going, let me use a different one. W. So triple W. We can say 3w, or w plus w plus w. All right. We can say it like that. Triple W. All right. So that's it for the algebraic expression there. All right. So let us move on to the next problem. Now solve the following questions. So these questions were taken from a textbook. So let us go. Now work out the perimeters of squares with the following side lengths. All right. So we have square ABCD with AB equal 5 centimeter. Now this math is very easy because we are dealing with squares. All right. And we see that the square ABCD with AB equal 5 centimeters. So they give you AB, and we know that a square have what? A square should have all sides equal, don't it? Right, so a square have all sides equal. So all sides on a square is equal. All right, so if they already give us AB, then we actually can work out the rest. All right, so let us see if we can work out the rest. Want to draw a square. All right, so here's my square not drawn to scale. Uh, Here's my square, right? This is my square. Call this my square. Now, A, I will call this side A, and I will call this side B. And it says AB is equal to 5 centimeters. So here's my 5 centimeter. And here should also be 5 centimeter, right? Because they said AB is equal to 5 centimeter. Now, if all sides are equal, that means C, I call it C, and D is also equal to 5 centimeter. You see? Yes. So this side must also equal to 5 centimeter because a square all sides are equal. So they want the perimeter now. So let us find the perimeter. So perimeter means adding the distance around. So it means distance around, right? So we're adding the distance around this figure here. So 5 plus, sorry, 5 plus 5 is 10. All right. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. All right. So the perimeter is what? The perimeter is 20. All right. So good. So the perimeter is 20. See that? Easy. All right. So B, square DEFG with DE equal 12 centimeter. So we will do actually the same thing. Draw a square, label one side D, label the other side D, as we did earlier. So let me just do this example quick, just to make you have a good understanding. So this side, I will call this side D, and we call this side E. All right. So I will put 12 here. This side is equal to 12, and this side is also equal to 12. Now the next one is what? FG. All right, FG. So I will call this side F, and I will call this side G. So if all the sides are equal, then that means F is also equal to 12 and G is also equal to 12. Now when you add the distance around, which is the perimeter, you get 12 plus 12 is equal to 24, and another 12 plus 12 is also equal to 24. So when I add 24 plus 24, we'll get 48. All right, so you have 8 here and you have 4. So the perimeter is 48. All right, beautiful. Now it says identify the variable in each expression. We have p plus 7. So we know that the variable is the unknown, right? And we use the symbol, we use letters as symbol to represent these numbers. All right, represent the unknown. All right, good. So what is the variable in this one? I heard somebody said p. P is the variable. Beautiful. P, good. Q is the variable. C, good. M is the variable. D, wonderful. X is the variable. All right. So we all know the variables in this expression, or in these expressions, all right? Now a puppy's weight in kilograms is M. Remember, the puppy's weight in kilograms is M. It says write an expression for her weight if she gains 2 kg. Now gains, if you gain something, that means something is added to you. If I if you gain something, it's added to you. So if I give you a pencil, it's added to you. You gain that pencil, it's added to you, right? So the operation of mathematics there would be addition, all right? So it would be 2 kg plus m, because m is the variable of the puppy's weight. We don't know. We don't know the puppy's weight. The puppy's weight is unknown. So we use the letter m as a symbol, for that unknown number. So the expression would be 2 kg plus m. All right. So the expression would be 2 kg plus m. All right. Next one. B, loses 1 kg. Loses. If you're walking on the road and your pencil drop, you lost your pencil. That means it is taken from you, right? You lose it. So you don't have it anymore. So the operation of maths that you will use there is subtraction, right? So it's 1 kg minus m. See that? 1 kg minus m. M is the puppy's weight. We don't know. All right? Beautiful. Are we recording? Please. Yeah. Oh, yes, we are recording. All right. So doubles her weight. Doubles her weight. Now remember now, the puppy's weight in kilograms is m. So if we're going to double her weight, it's 2m, right? So we double her weight, which is 2m. So the expression there would be 2m, all right? Because we double her weight. All right, beautiful.